Hey everybody, it's Ryan. In today's video, we're going to talk about my not so smooth criminal caregiver stealing from me. Let's go ahead and dig in. So, for privacy reasons, we will be calling the agency Acme Agency, and we'll be calling the caregiver Barbara. So, when I first met Barbara from the Acme Agency, there was just something off about her. I really couldn't point a finger on it. I really didn't know what it was. Just something in my gut was saying, you really need to kind of keep an eye on this one. And I remember on the first day that Barbara was here, I had to kind of show her around the house, as I do with all my caregivers. Like, here's the different rooms, the areas that you'll be, helping me in. And I clearly remember in the back of my mind that it just seemed like she was like extra nosy. Have you ever seen like any of those really over popular burglar movies, and whenever they're like casing a house, the way they kind of look at things at the house, it's more of like here, let's look up and down, let's look right and left, like look at everything that's in a particular spot in the home, instead of, if you're just being shown like a particular area, you just take a quick glance and you would move on. Instead, I felt like basically she was like casing every single room as far as like, ooh, I wonder what's in here, what's in this room. And it really kind of set off some additional, red flags in my mind about like, I really need to keep an eye on this one. So a few weeks into having Barbara as an employee from the Acme Agency, my birthday had come around. So during my birthday, I received all kinds of birthday cards with gift cards in them, and they were just kind of on my desk, because that's normally where mail goes in my own house. Just kind of on my desk, and I had gift cards in there. And a week went by, and I knew that there was a particular gift card I was looking for that I knew was, I left it in an envelope, or inside the card in an envelope on my desk. So I knew exactly right where I left it. Well, a week went by, and I couldn't find this gift card. It was driving me bonkers. Like, where could this gift card have gone? Like, I don't understand. I didn't spend it, I didn't use it, and I know that I had left it right there. And that's when I kind of knew, like, oh man, this really can't be happening. Kind of situation where I'm like, okay, what caregiver has been here during the last week? What's been the newest thing that's been happening around the house? And the first thing I could come to would be like, well, Barbara. She definitely was acted very suspicious. I always kind of had a weird, thing in my gut about her being in the house, especially if I left her ever alone at all. So I decided to basically set up some sort of operation to be able to catch her in the act of stealing, if she actually truly is stealing, because I had no proof. I had no idea if she actually was. And it's, a very good thing that we do live in a society that you need to have evidence in order before you can actually, do anything. So I needed to figure out a way, how could I get evidence? How could I confirm that, yes, my caregiver is stealing from me without making a big deal about it, without confronting her or anything like that? Like, how could I just make sure that I actually have the evidence I need that, yes, she actually is stealing? So what I ended up doing one day is, about 3 hours before Barbara was due to work, I went to an electronics store with a friend, and we bought a home security system, and we got it all set up in my office where I keep my mail and where I was getting these birthday cards from. It was still, I was still receiving cards in the mail during that time as well. So I placed a zero balance gift card in an envelope. It was already a gift card I already used, had zero balance on it. I put that into a new birthday card and a new envelope I received earlier in the week. And I waited until Barbara got here, and I told her, hey, I keep receiving these birthday cards. I don't even know what my friends are sending me. I just keep getting so many. I can't even keep track. Just totally playing like I have no idea what I have. Basically just playing like I'm just dumb, don't even know what's going on kind of situation about even my own mail. And, to my surprise, the ploy actually worked. And I'm going to kind of call this my little sting operation is what we're going to call this. So basically, with me telling her about me not knowing what's in my cards, and basically, I'll kind of explain what happened. So I had the camera basically set up in a position to where it would not be spotted by anybody if they were to come into the room. Unless they're specifically looking for the camera, they wouldn't even know it's there. Um, and I decided to basically have some family time, which is normally like TV time that we do at night. So my family and I were watching TV. Caregiver was there too, and she's like, "Hey, I need to go run off to the bathroom." I'm like, "Okay, fine." Caregiver's gonna go to the bathroom, no big deal. But prior to that, I already had set up the camera in the office to send me an alert with motion detection if anyone was to go into the office. So I hear her get up, goes into the bathroom. You hear the water start running in the bathroom, and you hear the door close. So I just assume, oh, well, she's in the bathroom. There's nothing to worry about. No big deal. Well, then I get an alert on my phone saying there's motion detected in your office. I'm like you've got to be kidding me. Because the dog's next to me, so I know there's nobody else that could be in there. So long story short, she basically took the gift card or took the birthday card out of the envelope, took the gift card out, placed it on her, and then basically put the card back in the envelope and the envelope back on the desk, and then walked back to the bathroom and act like nothing even happened. Like it was just a complete smooth little operation, like nothing. Now, during this time, I had to keep a straight face the whole entire time. I had to stay calm and just act normal during this whole entire time because I knew obviously she'd gone in there, but I couldn't look at the footage or really confront her until after she had left because, like I said, I still didn't have proof. I mean, sure, the camera may have saw somebody go into the room, but unless there's actually proof, I can't do anything. So after Barbara had left for her shift, myself and a family member reviewed the footage, and for sure she definitely had stolen the gift card. And I had to basically sleep that night knowing that somebody had violated my trust, had come into my house and taken advantage of me and stealing something as low as a gift card, which to me, it's not so much about the monetary value of a gift card thing, it's the principle of the matter that you shouldn't be going in and stealing stuff from somebody you're taking care of. They're there to have that trust to make sure that you're actually going to be there to take care of them and not be taking advantage of them. So the next morning, I called my local police department, had them come out and filed a police report, and also gave them the evidence. I then also contacted Acme Agency and told them about what happened with Barbara that evening. And they said that they would take care of it administratively on their end as far as what they needed to do. And they would obviously send me somebody new from the Acme Agency because obviously Barbara wasn't going to be coming back. So, yeah. And this kind of, after this point in time, a 6-month window of court dates, working with the district attorney. This basically the whole process dragged on for 6 months after this happened. One of the things that the DA did is they came to me and said, "Hey, we want to," I guess, basically, let me back up. So if somebody is caught stealing for the first time, never have done it before or hasn't been caught before, basically it's just a misdemeanor. It's kind of like oh, here you go, you did something bad, stays on your record for like 2-3 years and it goes away. And that's it. The DA didn't want to do that. They wanted to actually charge her with a felony since she did a criminal act against the disabled and elderly, so it's considered a lot more of a heinous kind of crime. So anyway, so they decided to go forth and charge her with a felony, which I was totally on board with because I did not want her to ever go and work in caregiving again. I didn't want her to have the opportunity or even the slightest chance of being able to take advantage of somebody again because it's such a violation that I had to make sure that never happened again. So long story short, she got charged with felony, and that's just been, the history of that. The reason why I wanted to bring up this story is, one, I wanted to make sure that if you feel like that one of your caregivers or somebody that you know is stealing from you, definitely trust your gut. If you think it's happening, then try to get evidence of it happening. If you can't get evidence of it happening, just get rid of them. You don't need to have that kind of thought in your house going like, ooh, should I really trust this person? Do I know that they're going to, not steal from me? So that's one of the reasons I wanted to bring it up. And the second reason why I wanted to talk about this is now, ever since this whole entire Barbara incident, myself and my family have been we placed video cameras in every single room in the house, except for the bathrooms, obviously, just to make sure that doesn't happen again. which is really sad because now we have lost our own privacy in our own home because of this one person decided to steal from us. And it affects everybody. So now all my new caregivers that come in and work for me, they know one of the things I actually tell them in interviews, like, hey, there's cameras in every single room of the house. And I do feel like that since this Barbara incident, by telling caregivers that during the interview process has really weeded out a lot of bad apples, is what I call them. Just ones that I just know is that, like, as soon as you tell them, I can see the look on their face, like, oh crap. Like, you just know. Something your gut will just tell you. Once you kind of have one criminal in your house, you kind of get the same vibe from them. They all kind of have the same oh crap vibe as soon as you mention the word camera. So this is my story about the caregiver stealing from me. I hope you guys learned something from it. Hopefully this is something that you guys will be able to have if this ever happens to you. I hope it never does. If you have any questions or anything about it, leave some comments below. And and I'll be talking to you guys again soon. And remember, if Rai can do it, so can you.